I'm not done fighting. There are multiple things in the works to combat this and to make sure that no one else's voice is going to be silenced in Maine.
I mean, Chris, you saw the Maine governor pick this fight with President Trump on the girls' sports. They're doubling down, these Democrats. And here you have the state representative. I hope she runs for governor. And let me tell you, I actually think Republicans can win more seats now in Maine. Your thoughts?
Well, I certainly hope so, because Maine is such a beautiful state, and great people and all that stuff, and a wonderful coast, wonderful everything in Maine. It's a great state. But that is lunacy, and the Democrat Party has completely lost what is left of their minds. This is biology. This is science. There are men and women. There are boys and girls we can see at birth. And they've conjured up this fantasy world that even most of Western Europe has rejected already. And we've got a Supreme Court justice nominated by Joe Biden, who's a woman who can't tell you what a woman is. And we're in a crazy time. This era is gonna go down in history as a bizarro world episode in American history. And the Democrat Party they're literally insane. I think maybe they should be banned as a party. What do you think?
But did Maine not get the memo? That, this is not a winning issue for Democrats. I mean, meanwhile, we saw that President Trump is now taking further steps to protect women's sports after he said he would ban trans athletes from women's competitions in the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics. The Trump State Department is now reportedly ordering visa officers around the world to deny visas for men attempting to enter the U.S. to compete in women's sports. Matthew Foldi, I mean, do you think...
I won't be competing in the Olympics. I'm just going to rule that out ahead of time.
I don't know. Who was that crazy woman that was out there doing the breakdancing or something?
Maybe I could.
If only it was like Joe Rogan trivia knowledge competition,
right.
then you would get the gold medal.
Bronze medal there. But I think what you're seeing here is the Maine Democrats did not get the message that we're supposed to be taking over Canada, not letting Canada take, its insane ideology and put that in the United States. And more broadly, you look at how the Democrats are so beholden to these insane ideologies, these insane groups, these insane people. You have the gender insanity that you're seeing here. You have the Latinx insanity here. You have the 9 months on demand of taxpayer-funded abortion. I don't think necessarily even want to win because they like being in this anger mode, but what they believe in, where the energy, where the money, where the activism is on the Democratic Party side is so divorced from biology, from all of human history, that I don't know how they sort of proceed from the wilderness, but they're not going to be allowed to say that there are two genders. They're not going to be allowed to say Latinx is fake because that's what their voters believe.
I mean, isn't Maine a purple state for the most part? I mean, it's pretty divisive. Democrats have made inroads there. How do you think the people of Maine are going to react?
I mean, we know from polling that they disagree with this position. So it is a weird thing that Democrats are hanging their hat on because it's not politically popular. And it's, divorced from common sense, divorced from where their voters are. So I think it will hurt them politically at the ballot box if they keep it up. And as a Republican, I support them in that.
I think they should.
But they're probably worried about primaries. That's how most politicians think for both sides.
For state legislature stuff, this is so not even a serious reason to censure someone. So many crazy people in both parties are in state legislatures, and you're like, oh, this is why, because you're posting pictures on Facebook. I think this is great that Democrats should censure everyone who thinks there are two genders and see how that plays out for them.
And a woman stands to defend women and is shouted down and then censured by Democrats and by men.
They're making her into a national star is what they're doing. So this state representative from Maine,
who no one had heard of,
she's getting national coverage on this.
It gets her on Newsmax.
I'm glad.
Remember gender. I love women, and it's
just to be that's a lot, Chris.
Wonderful.
I love women.
It's a wonderful world.
Go to ads.
Thank God for it.